tide. A brand new house along the roadside, and it's made out of rattlesnake hide.
I'm excited we have George Thorogood in the studio with us. Sir, we have a history together.
Sir.
I mean,
like that.
To me,
well, you know,
great start.
You're,
to me,
rock royalty.
It is. I mean, because when I first started getting into music at all, I joined the Columbia House, like most, where you pay the penny for 11 tapes. And when you got to pick them out, I mean, at that point, I didn't really know a lot of bands. And so I did like 11, and I picked George Thorogood and the Destroyers, not even really knowing what you guys even did.
Right.
And when I got that thing and put it in, I played that so many times. I mean, you are the reason I'm an alcoholic today.
Oh, all right.
Congratulations. I'm glad I could be such a
Seriously,
positive
I
influence
tried
on your
bourbon,
life.
scotch, beer. I mean, really, because
No,
of
but
you.
he's saying you're supposed to have one of each.
That's right.
That's
Now
what
we're talking.
the mistake
Oh,
you made,
exactly.
Frank.
I played it so many times, though, it ended up
see.
being
You kept-
one
oh,
after the
all
other.
right, all right.
After the other, I drink alone with nobody else. My sister, who was older than me, like 4 years older than me, she had a party at the house. My parents were out of town, and she didn't want her little brother at the party. So she gave me, like, a 6-pack of beer and had me camp out in the backyard. And I had your tape out there playing I Drink Alone with nobody else, because I was just this little kid in the backyard with a 6-pack of beer. This is my idol when I was
Sure.
young. Seriously,
Look at you.
I love you, man.
Molding young
You're
men's
idol
lives.
on stage, you're idol at the bar. Let's get that.
Yes, I mean, when it
Let's
comes...
make the distinction.
No, but thank you so much. It's truly an
welcome.
honor to have you inside the studio
you.
with us.
And you're here too, because I know we're going to get carried away and we want to hear you sing and all that stuff. But you're here to promote the Love Ride, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You've done this years
Second
past.
time.
This is the second time, and this is what 20. They've done 21 Love Rides or something like that. I've always wanted to do it.
Jay Leno
does it, every year.
And
Peter Fonda, Captain America.
Okay, yeah.
Captain America
Benefiting
himself.
the
do you ride?
USO.
I mean, or you never did in your life have a motorcycle?
My brothers were bikers.
Yeah.
I didn't take it. It was too dangerous.
Yeah.
And I'm too small. I got small hands. You got to really,
Plus, why risk
get it on.
hurting those hands that play guitar so beautifully? Why would you risk that?
Well, exactly. Well, I love motorcycles, especially Harley Davidsons, and we played at Sturgis many times. A lot of bike rallies. A lot of. I love the Love Ride. It's. I always say this because you're in music and entertainment, and when I was a kid growing up, I always looked at the acoustic guitar as the ultimate instrument of protest.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. Peter, Paul and Mary, Odetta, Bob Dylan. Excuse me. The electric guitar was the symbol of rebellion.
Yeah.
That's what it meant to me, the symbol of rebellion. Jimi Hendrix,
Right.
The Who.
Yeah.
Come on. That was it.
What other instruments do you play?
That's it.
No, are you one of those musicians who can sit down at a piano and play, but you claim you can't play? George.
I can get through under my thumb, I guess.
See, I
I'm
knew
all right.
it. Truly good musicians are always
But
like,
getting back to the Love Ride, I always looked at motorcycles, and the world knows it's like the ultimate instrument of freedom.
Yeah.
That's what it represents. I mean, you saw Easy Rider. Somebody roaring down the highway on a Harley Davidson. That's the imagery of that. So I thought the electric guitar and the motorcycle, they'll never go out of style, never, because that's a...
But you said you had small hands, like maybe that's why you didn't get into the motorcycle thing, but small hands to even get into guitar. Did it
Yeah,
take,
but
did it take
there's
you
a million
while?
different guitars. Those shifts are big. You can't,
Yeah.
to get your hand over the... You can find a guitar that works for you. I mean, I was
you can play a
shocked.
ukulele if your hands are too small.
Well, I was shocked when I met Willie DeVille. His hands were even smaller than me, and I was surprised that Jeff Beck's hands were just very normal. They weren't monster hands like Chuck Berry or Taj Mahal. Though there's many instruments, or you can even have one made for you, custom made if you have to.
Didn't you have this guitar that you're holding? Was that custom made for you?
No, this was a gift from the Gibson factory itself. It's a rare breed. It was the original one that Elvis Presley played in that picture when he has the big white jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And the black guitar in that picture.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got this donated. So
and
I never take it on the road and play it with me because it wears my hands out. This is the Harley Davidson of acoustic guitars.
And what I love is that if you're watching the show right now, that he has a little like a crayon colored guitar taped on his guitar. And it's your daughter?
Yeah.
Your daughter did. See, he's got this sweet, creamy feeling, even though he's a badass musician.
Even though
to never let me ever forget what it's really all about.
Oh, now see.
You know what I mean?
When did you start taking guitar lessons, or did you ever take guitar lessons?
Briefly. I had a cat come over to my house for about a month, and
then you were like, I got it.
He was teaching me. $5.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
And I said, I don't want to hear that. I want to be able to play this. And I was like, I couldn't play that. I said, that's what I want to play.
I'll pay you 10. I'll pay you 10.
I want to play. I said, you're not, get out of here. Go away. I don't want you in my house.
Now you were an athlete as well. You played
Not really.
But I thought you played like minor league baseball and you were rookie.
Where'd you get that minor league stuff? Big league.
It was a big league baseball.
Major league.
Major league baseball, not really.
I was on deck for 3 of Nolan Ryan's no-hitters.
Whoa.
My nickname was Deck. I was Bob Uecker's backup catcher.
So when did
Bob Uecker's
yes,
backup catcher.
yes, Bob Uecker's backup catcher.
You get it.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
No, I played semi-pro ball for like 2 years.
And
that was it. Semi-pro.
When did you start? I mean, you said I want to play music.
No, that came later. I mean, we all played as kids, and then I got into the music scene. And I just wanted to take a year off for some time. And not even a year, about a month and a half. The season was only 20 games a year.
Yeah.
And I played in 1979, 1980. And I was very active in the music business, but I just
Did you get a baseball card?
I needed a hobby on the side. I needed something else because the music thing was not quite what I thought it was going to be. It was I thought I'd bitten off more than I could. I had to kind of go back and to Delaware and kind of refocused, and baseball was a good outlet for me to do that. And I wanted to, kind of.
Is there a George Thorogood baseball card somewhere?
No, I doubt that.
Oh, come on. There has to, how much that's worth, though?
He's like, no.
No, it's got to be, right?
Anyway, that thing, whole baseball
I would
thing
have
has
had it.
Yeah, that's true.
gotten blown up way out of proportion. It was. The team we were on was not very good the first year. We were really bad.
Yeah.
It was what it was like this close to being pickup softball. Except we had uniforms and umpires. Every game was like 23-2, and
But there's still a keg of beer on second base.
I mean, it was just
gotta
like
keep it fun.
it was not like people build it up to be.
Who did you grow up when you wanted to play guitar? Who were you pretending to be when you were sitting in your bedroom?
Well, it was one guy. I can't figure out how to say his name, and I was this one cat, and I kept saying I can't figure out how to say his name. It was either Mick Richards or Keith Jagger. Whoever that guy was, that was the guy I wanted to be. That was the guy. Yeah, that cat. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So this Love Ride is going to happen, October 21st?
That's coming up.
From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The ride starts at Harley-Davidson of Glendale, and the ride ends at Castaic Lake, where George Thorogood will perform out at the lake.
What a day.
At the finale.
Yeah.
They're also, Canned Heat, Strawberry Alarm Clock, but George Thorogood and the Destroyers will be performing, and all the proceeds go to the USO. And if you want tickets, go to loveride.com. Get them in advance, save a few dollars. And on day of, it's going to be like $50. But yeah, you can go to loveride.com, get them right now.
For a good cause, obviously.
Do it.
Yeah.
Let's get that in there.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm just sitting here on the edge of my seat wanting to hear you play.
You're like a little boy back in a tent all over again.
This is surreal for me. Seriously, you have no idea. I mean, like I said, as far as like my taste, even in the sound, the guitar sound, that,
Hey, I
that
like
many
what you
people
said
can
there
make
on
it.
that thing when you said it's all for a good cause.
Yeah.
I don't think we should just have benefits to use that. You should say that with every show ever done.
It's all for a good cause.
It's for a good cause.
And you know what? The Heidi and Frank show on KLOS?
It's for a good cause.
See what I'm saying? Or why would we get involved in it?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
That's cool. I'm going to remember
Okay,
that.
who does a charity?
For a good cause.
Remember that.
Who does
it's
a
for a
charity?
good cause, or
It's for
just
a good
don't
cause.
go.
Who does
Well,
a
to make
charity?
people happy.
Don't go for a bad
That's a better cause than that.
Yeah, right? Because who would do a charity event for not a good cause?
Who cares
really
if you're
bad.
out of tune a little bit or you're singing a little flat? No, that doesn't make any
Doesn't matter.
difference.
It's
Not
for a
in
good-
rock.
It's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause.
Yeah, you say that for like the fourth grade music.
Right. You're like, well,
That was a very insulting, wasn't it? I said for a good cause.
No, it wasn't at all.
It
No,
was
it
sort of.
wasn't
I
insulting. No, it's-
apologize.
No.
It just came in. Don't apologize. It came into my.
I may have actually been the one to say it. If
Did
we
you
roll back
say
the
that?
Tape, I don't know. Either way, it's for a good cause.
No, but I mean, as far as the sound of the guitar, when you would play guitar, I was like, that's what I wanted to play guitar like. And I started playing.
There's a swing and a
I
miss there
started
for
playing
you, huh?
guitar. Well,
Kidding.
I had that choice of okay, we can't afford to do the guitar lessons and all and that, and do youth football at the same time. So, and you're going to have to make a choice here, son. And I chose youth football. And I mean, looking back, obviously, if I could push my kid or any kid into music where it's like it's something you'll be able to use and enjoy
rest of your life.
the rest of your life.
No one's asking you to throw a football at a party.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing that.
Well, sometimes some of the greatest art is created out of people who are not privileged. because they had more time. I always thought there was a time there when the British bands and the British musicians were way ahead of us. Why? Most of them didn't have televisions.
Yeah.
16-year-olds did not have their own cars. Instruments were expensive. They played them all the time. There was nothing else to do. As combined to Americans who have swimming pools and Little League and, like you said,
a lot of distractions.
things like that.
Yeah.
So when you saw people coming up through the ranks like Johnny Cash or Elvis Presley or Bo Diddley, they had no money. They had no money. They had nothing. Literally nothing. So there wasn't these other distractions. They didn't belong to a country club
Diddley
or
had
play
Diddley.
golf or things like that. So it all went into the guitar or into the piano. And that's where they got rolling fast. So whereas, some people had distractions. Peter Wolf said the greatest thing ever happened to him was that he was lousy at sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all he did was music.
Right.
That's all he did.
Well, we're going to have to take a break, and then when we come back, more with George Thorogood, and he does have his guitar in his lap, and we're going to hear...
People are waiting.
Here's some live performance from the Heidi and Frank studio right here. So do not miss it. Come right back. We are Heidi and Frank.
95.5 KLOS.